I'm Joey Wagner, and welcome into the Daily Dish. Tonight is the Illinois football spring scrimmage. It begins at 6:30 at Memorial Stadium. It'll be aired on Big Ten Network. Admission is free, and it's the first chance to get a look at Barry Lunney Jr.'s offense at Illinois. It's the first-year offensive coordinator at Illinois after a really highly successful run at UTSA. And we might not see the full scale of what they want to do offensively, given it's a spring game, given there's still going to be some roster work moving forward. And they don't want to tip their hand. This is the first time we've seen Lunney's offense with the pieces he has here, and most notably Tommy DeVito, their Syracuse transfer quarterback, who, along with Art Sikowski, is in line to be the starter come week 0 against Wyoming. So what will this look like? How much will they show? But there's a lot on the shoulders of these two, and really Sikowski, when he gets back from injury, he has not participated this spring as he recovers from 2 offseason surgeries. But Illinois was ranked 121st in passing offense last year and 121st in passing efficiency. Brett Bielema made a quick change to go with Barry Lunney Jr., who he's known since he was back at Arkansas, to really kickstart this thing after the defense led by Ryan Walters took such a jump forward last year. So it'll be interesting to see how this looks. Now, they've only had, this will be the 14th practice, so they've not had a lot of on-the-field time. We don't expect this to be a mirror image of what's going to happen come the season. But I think we know a little bit of the tempo. We've heard a lot this fall. So I think we have a foundation of ideas of what this is going to be. But it'll be nice to see it on the field a little bit and see what they have. The position I don't know that we really need to see much is running back. We know what Chase Brown can do. We've seen Josh McCray after a really good freshman year last year. The intrigue would be Jordan Anderson, Aiden Lawfrey, the 2 freshman running backs who should get some time, get some snaps. And those guys are exciting guys. Jordan Anderson's massive. Aiden Lawfrey's got some really good buzz to spring ball here. So those two, what they do will be, really endlessly fascinating. Wide receiver beyond Isaiah Williams, who is it? Is it Brian Hightower? Is it Pat Bryan? Is it Sean Miller, Ian Pugh, Miles Scott? Those are some guys to watch. We know what Casey Washington can do. We know what Isaiah Williams can do. And then the offensive line, what does that look like? I think we know roughly the top 6, top 7 guys with Alex Palczewski, Julian Pearl. Alex Pihlstrom at center has been somebody who's emerged this spring. Jordan Slaughter, Isaiah Adams, Zy Chrysler. So it'll be interesting to see how Bart Miller, the offensive line coach, kind of moves those pieces around a little bit and how that shakes up. If you're going to see Palczewski play multiple positions, if you're going to see Isaiah Adams play multiple positions, and then what does the depth look like behind those guys? So there are some questions offensively for what they're going to do, and frankly, more questions than there are defensively because this is Ryan Walters' second year in the system. There are some returning starters, but outside linebacker, the combination of Alec Bryant, Shamon Cooper, Seth Coleman, Ezekiel Holmes, this will really be a good chance for them to get extended run at that position after Isaiah Gay and Owen Carney exhausted their eligibility. What does nose tackle look like? T.Y. Edwards seems to be a favorite there. But Calvin Avery and Vertus Brown were highly regarded guys. So seeing how they look in year 2 in this with a larger role will be interesting. The secondary has to replace Kirby Joseph. It has to replace Tony Adams. How do they go about doing that? Does Ryan Walters, similar to Bart Miller on the offensive line, does he try different pieces with that first unit of Quan Martin, Kendall Smith, Sidney Brown? Do you try to work a Prince Green or a Keontae Curry in there to see how they work with that group? So frankly, after last season's success, less questions defensively. I think there's a little bit of a known commodity, even though there are some openings there. But offensively, this thing needs a kickstart. We've all seen that. It'll be interesting to see what Barry Lunney and his offense look like on Thursday night at Memorial Stadium.